doing a video on what spirit guide is showing up for you now. Now, of course, this is a general reading. We can get super specific about what spirit guide is showing up for you, but this should give you a little bit of an idea of what kind of energy is coming forward and what kind of energy they work in specifically. So hopefully it will help you a little bit. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Lalantia. I'm a psychic realm channeler and energy healer. I specialize in working with the magical realm, so I work with dragons, unicorns, mermaids, fairies, all of the different magical beings and guides. And I also work with galactic beings. Sometimes I work with angels and our regular spirit guides, whatever regular is anyways. But I help you to connect to the magic of who you really truly are and remembering, like I work a lot in the past life energy and remembering who you really truly are from like the past lives that you have had. So we also have Nathalie here. Nathalie, you want to tell them what you do?
Hi guys, I'm Nathalie. I'm a cosmic medium, an animal and nature communicator, but also an intuitive reader and artist. I work mostly with extraterrestrial and multidimensional beings. I'm also a contactee. So I really work with people discovering all of the secrets that the universe has to offer us, discovering our soul family from the stars and connecting people with their soul family. I work with people who just discovered that they are a contactee or in contact with multidimensional beings, and I help you guys discover who they are and what they are here to work with you on.
Awesome. So we have our piles up. So if you haven't already picked your pile, you can go back and see the beginning of this and tune in to see which pile you are most drawn to. So I have pile 1. So if you are ready to see pile 1, here is yours. So how I did this, because we are wanting to get an energy of what the spirit guide is, or like get a general idea of what the spirit guide is. So I pulled 4 cards from the same deck so that I could get consistency in the energy that was showing up. And in the cards, the consistency is we have a woman holding a child, a woman holding a dragon, and a man and a woman. I mean, I'm saying man and woman, and these are all fairy or fae beings, but you know, you get what I mean. And then it is a woman on a bird. So the energy when I tuned into this is that you have a feminine energy that is stepping forward. It is possible that there is a masculine energy stepping forward for you that is here to support you in this, but it has, even if it is a masculine energy or a male being that is stepping forward, it is in a feminine type energy, in the sense that this is about holding you and supporting you through this part of your journey. I'm getting that this guide is either a fairy or an angel, and they are here to, like, when we get that consistency of holding the child, holding the dragon, and then holding the person or the other fairy, I'm really getting that sense of being there to hold you and support you through your experiences. There's a lot of heart energy in this that I'm getting as well, that there's this well, actually, this card says it. Remember the source of love. A loving action is all you need to begin the process. Reach out with a simple first step. But that remembering the source of love, really, really feeling that, remembering that source of love and feeling loved and connected. So this guide is coming forward to help you remember what love is, helping you to know that you are so supported and loved, and that everything is like going to be okay for you. It is okay to dream big. It is okay to open your heart to love and to know that in all times you are held, and that being held is such a theme in this pile. Now we have this last card that is just a woman on a bird, and this is actually bringing in a lot more of that angelic energy. So that's why I said that this could be an angel or a fairy. Excuse me. So kind of depending on what feels right to you, you can tune into that energy yourself, see what feels right to you specifically. I actually really like the words on this card, so I'm going to read it. Be open for whatever comes next. It might just be the music your heart's been waiting to hear. Yeah, a lot of that angelic energy in this one. So for some of you, definitely an angel, and for some of you, definitely like an earthy, fey energy, a very compassionate, deep, grounded energy. I feel like they are here to help you to ground into who you are and to know that you are held. So that holding theme is also connected with that being held by the earth, by Gaia, and supported here in what you are meant to do here, your purposes, your opening your heart to connecting with others, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. Hopefully that gives you an idea of what guide is stepping forward for you. So when you want to connect with this guide, it is important to tune into your heart. I'm really feeling a lot of that heart energy, but also the earth. So if you can do it sitting on the earth, or somewhere where you feel really grounded and safe. So if you're meditating, maybe you want to go in, when you go into meditation, you may go to somewhere that's very deeply connected to earth. And that is where you can begin to connect with this guide that is coming forward for you. Now, as always, when you are connecting with a guide, make sure you set the intentions that the guide coming forward is for your highest and best good, the deepest of love, and the highest of integrity, so that you will have only those that are really truly for your highest good, basically. So that's it for pile one. And so, Natalie, you want to do pile two?
Yeah, so this is pile two for those of you who chose it. The first card that came forward for pile two was actually Crown Chakra. And the second card that came forward was Spread Your Wings. So this was actually a very clear sign to me for many of you. This is a guardian angel making itself known, making it clear to you that it is with you, supporting you, and working with you. So it's really funny because there were actually two very distinctive guides that came forward. One of them was the guardian angel for many of you. And the second one you'll see in the cards right now, it is warrior that came forward. Be fearless and stand strong. And then it was medicine mother, honor your inner knowing. So this is definitely an ancestor of yours that is coming forward. I feel loads of tribal energy that is coming forward, a shamanic energy that is surrounding this. So this could be a shamanic ancestor of yours, or a really tribal ancestor of yours working with you in this moment. So I really think that the crown chakra represents connecting to the higher frequencies, and this Spread Your Wings card really representing the angelic energy surrounding you at this time, and your guardian angel making it known that he is here for you if you want to connect. So the ancestral energy is definitely the warrior and the medicine mother. So I feel like this ancestor of yours is coming forward to work with you in this moment. This guide wants to work with you on rituals. That is something that came up, rituals that you have learned in other lifetimes that are now ready to be brought back to the surface. I feel like learning different ways of self-healing is very important right now for this pile. I think that's why the medicine mother showed her face. Connecting back to the earth and the medicines that it holds, and working with the seasons and the way lands shift. Connecting to what the earth has provided us with, and learning new ways of appreciating those blessings around us. It is here to remind you about the simple joys in life, and that everything is possible because we create our own reality. It is here to guide you back to the essences of your soul, and to remind you that we are the one and we are the all. We are the sun, we are the moon, and we are the planet. We are one with the natural world that we live in, and all the steps taken in co-creation with it will be in the greatest and highest good of us all. It is here to remind you of the soul ties that you have with the land, the animals, and the nature spirits, but is also here to bring remembrance of the love you shared with those that came before you, and are here to guide you back to that awareness and those that came before you, the ancestors. So this guy definitely sees you as family, although your souls might have never met in this life. Its love for you is very strong. So the ancestral energy doesn't necessarily represent an ancestor that you have known in this life. It could be an ancestor that is further down the line, definitely because the shamanic and the tribal energy was coming forward very strong. This guide wants you to know the strength that lies within you, and it wants you to go with the tides and emotions and let go of what is no longer serving you in this life. So maybe some ancestral patterns that have been brought down the line that they want you to be clearing and releasing right now, deciding for yourself what is true and what is not. It is here to remind you of the importance of tuning into your own wisdom within, so you may in turn share that wisdom with others and pass it on to the next generation. So I hope that you guys, if you picked pile 2 and you had the reading, that you really resonated with either the guardian angel that is coming forward for you or the ancestral spirit that is here waiting for you. You could definitely tune into them while watching at the cards. I feel like this is not going to be a hard connection for you to make, but you definitely need to do it out of place of love and excitement. I feel like working with your solar plexus to really bring in that joy of this connection is a really important thing for you guys to do. So that was the reading for pile 2, and I hope it resonated with you guys.
I feel too, I'm going to add this, that there's going to be some that have a little bit of resistance to this connection. And when you have that resistance, it is important, once again, the solar plexus comes into play here, about recognizing that you have the power here and that there's nothing to be afraid of, because you can be in your power through this connection. And I think that it is because the ancestor energy scares people because it seems dark and it seems scary, and it's not really. And once you begin to connect with the ancestral energy, you begin to recognize that there isn't anything to be afraid of, but it is, as always, important to be connected to those that are truly of the highest and best good, the deepest of love and the highest of integrity. So any guides that you are connecting with, it is important to have that. The angels, people are less resistant to connecting with because it seems, I don't know, it's angelic, like it's less scary, it's easier to believe in as well. So I guess that's the part that I wanted to add for pile 2.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I love that you added that.
Cool. All right, so my dog is having a little bit of a weird dream, so let me wake him up. You okay? Okay, he's okay. He has seizures, so sometimes if he acts a little weird, I just want to like check in with him. So pile 3, I love pile 3. I'm so excited to share pile 3 because it is awesome. So the cards that I used, we had a tree, a tree, a tree. So guess what? What do you think the spirit guide is? So I am getting that the spirit guide that's coming forward for those of you that picked this is a very earthy energy, very likely a tree spirit, but it could be another nature spirit. So it could be, you know, a nature spirit that maybe lives in the underbrush of a tree, or just somewhere deep in nature. A very, very earthy, magical energy, though, very, you know, elemental feeling. So the first card, we see like the magic in the tree, we see the eye, and we see that cat. Cats are very magical as well. And I'm just really feeling that deep connection to connecting with the trees and that very grounded energy. Now, I'm also getting that this energy, well, first of all, we have a masculine energy. We also have a skull there, it gives me that ancestor feeling. Then we have a more feminine energy in that flow. So the spirit guide that could be coming forward could be masculine or feminine, just kind of depending for you. It's also an energy that is very healing. We have the snake that is present in this card as well. And the, I suppose it's a moth because it's at nighttime, but we also have the dragonfly that is on this one as well, with the sun, I guess, the symbol of the sun. So we have that balance energy that is coming up here. We have the light and the dark. See the lightness, the darkness. We have the skull, and we have the egg. Is that an egg? Looks like an egg to me. So it is that balanced energy and a lot of rebirth. Oh, it says change is unavoidable. I didn't even read the card. Like, I'm just like going by image completely. But it says change is unavoidable. And this is part of like them supporting you and becoming who you really truly are. Once again, that energy is really strong in this pile. This card is a lot about that flow. It says honor Gaia, but I'm getting that flow and that, look at how this, This, oh, is that a, I'm having a brain fart. Phoenix. That Phoenix energy coming up in this one, not like rising from the flames, but that connection to Gaia. And there's also a golden dragon that is there too. But that flow, I'm getting that energy of flow and connection. And the more you are deeply connected to yourself, the more flow you're going to have in your life. So once again, we're having a balance because we have the masculine and feminine. This card has balance specifically, but this card has that, like, as you rise and you become more deeply connected, you're going to find that flow. So this spirit guide is helping you with that connection to your flow. And the spirit guide is going to be deeply connected with the trees, or is a tree spirit, or diva, or whatever words that you resonate with most, but definitely that tree spirit energy. And then the final card that came up is Know You Belong. And this is like that, you know, it's okay for you to be different. It's okay for you to be, you know, strangely unique in your own way. And this spirit guide is going to help you in that acceptance of that and recognizing that it's okay for you to be unique. It's okay for you to be different or weird. You know, this is a cat that has like a jewel in her, above her eye, and or like in her third eye, and it's maybe not even a jewel, it's not a different color or anything, but she also has wings. You know, she looks different for a cat, but this is like that acceptance of knowing it's okay. And she's beautiful. We would never be like, oh my goodness, well, look at that hideous cat. No, the cat is beautiful. She's very different, but she's beautiful in her uniqueness. And so this guide, like I said, is very, very earthy, but is helping you to ground who you are into this physical world. Because the more we are creating the new earth, the more even more important it becomes for you to be authentic in who you are. So the more you connect with the earth, the more you feel that depth of connection with the wisdom of the earth and the trees and nature, the nature spirits, the more you will recognize that your own uniqueness is a positive thing. It is a good thing, and really being able to embrace that more and more. To connect with the spirit guide, I'm getting the importance of connecting with the trees, going in nature, laying your hands on the trees, or just like purposely tuning in, opening up your heart to connect with the trees, or a plant. So if you go into nature and there's a plant that really draws your attention, and you feel more drawn to that plant than a tree, then go with that. Because once again, this is a general reading. You just have to see what you are called to most. But that connecting in nature is really, really important, in that grounding with Gaia. And it happens, I'm feeling, through your heart, but also a bit through the root. So it's funny, both of mine kind of go back to that nature, the naturey energy, but you know, that resonates for me and my energy. So I guess it makes sense. But when I did the card pulls, I channeled, I tuned in, I said, okay, which decks do I need to use? You know, how is the best way for me to go forward with this reading? And this is how they showed me to do it. So I know that I picked the decks that needed to be used most at this time. So hopefully it resonates with you. When you're connecting with tree spirits, for the most part, they're going to be of the highest good, or else you're just not going to feel called to work with them. But anytime that you're calling in or working with another energy, once again, it's important to hold the intention that they're only of the highest and best good, the deepest of love and the highest of integrity, so that you're not calling in or opening up to other energies. And when it comes to Fey beings, there are those that aren't of the highest and best good that you probably shouldn't be connecting with. So just hold that intention and you should be good to go. But true spirits are, their way of communicating is a little bit different. So you may have you may have visuals. I've had trees show me visions of things from my past lives. I've had trees communicate with me through visions, or showing me objects or scenes, stuff like that. But you can also get a lot of feeling. I feel a lot through trees, and just feeling like that depth of love and connection. And so don't feel like they necessarily are going to speak to you and just have a conversation with you. Sometimes they'll give me like a phrase, and that phrase is what I need to go into, and then I receive information even more like through a feeling or a knowing, that kind of thing. So just know that trees communicate in a slightly different way than many other beings. So hopefully this resonates with you and makes sense. And I don't know, Natalie, do you have anything to add?
Yes, I do actually, and it goes so perfectly with everything that you've been saying. So, it was brought up for me the importance about connecting with the trees, just like you said, and then they were also pointing out that it was really important to connect with different trees, and I definitely feel like the different energies that you are feeling are coming in because every different kind of tree has different properties, has different messages that it will bring forward, has different ways of working with you. So I love that you describe that, how different ways it comes forward for you, because it really relates to that. And I also felt like even if you're working with all of these different kinds of trees, it was so important that that message of embrace your uniqueness was intertwined with that, because I felt it was really important to notice that we have loads of different kinds of trees, but we still consider them a collective. So it's not because they are unique in their own way or different in their own way that they are not a part of the collective anymore. And yeah, I just love how the cards explained it so clearly and how your messages came forward flowing so beautifully together.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, for me personally, I love connecting with trees and I connect with them regularly. And I have my favorite tree, and he's the one that I have been communicating with for years now, like on a regular basis, where it's always like go there, connect with him, just feel like that loving energy and just that groundedness. But he had shown me a lot in regards to my own past lives and my past lives with him. And he hasn't always been a tree spirit. He has incarnated as other beings. So that to me is an incredible thing. And when it first happened, I was like, this is crazy. Is this really even real? Is this how it even works? And he showed me that it does. We put a lot of things in boxes, and we need to open our minds up a little bit more to be able to see that tree spirits could have been another being, like he had been a dragon in another lifetime. So, but he's been a tree many other times too. And I have connected with him when he was a tree spirit in a different tree at a different time, in a different lifetime, of course. So yeah, it's like breaking all these boxes and letting yourself see that, that you can have a spirit guide that is a tree. Yes, you can.
Yeah, and I love how opening up to new things is bringing us to pile four, because that is definitely the energy that pile four is bringing forward. So, for those of you who picked pile four, the first card that came up is refusing to see. So, yeah, this is very important to remember, because the second card that came up was base chakra. Listen. Star Brothers, and Star Keeper. So for this pile, definitely a cosmic galactic guide that is coming forward. I definitely feel like the refusing to see card is here as a representation of you not wanting to see the cosmic energies that are surrounding you. So maybe you have not opened up your mind yet to seeing them for what they truly are. So I definitely feel like this is a pile that is going to be sowing seeds for people, that is going to be opening people up to a different kind of perspective, a different kind of vision, and of everything that is actually possible. I definitely feel like some of your guides may already be galactic beings or cosmic beings, but you're seeing them as regular guides because you, up until this point, you weren't ready to see past that perception of them. So the second card that came up, base chakra, really makes me believe that this is a family member that you are connecting with. This is definitely soul family coming forward for you. This being sees you as a part of their soul family, and you are connected to this being through other lifetimes together. Then we have the card listen, and this represents that it's important to be honest with yourself without any expectation or assumption about yourself. Having a true conversation with yourself about what and who you believe yourself to be. Listen to your inner guidance and listening to the emotions that come up within you. Listening to your own heart and listening to your inner being. So I think this is really perfect because it's really refusing to see and then working on that base chakra and those family connections, and working on being grounded in your reality, and then listening with your heart and your solar plexus, just with excitement for whatever comes forward without judging it in advance. And then, of course, the other cards kind of speak for themselves. So, Star Brothers, it says Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. So definitely family connections here, soul family relationships. This could be a brother or sister guy that is coming forward for you, that has been your brother or sister in another lifetime as a galactic being. And then this one, Star Keeper, cosmic ancestors, see the light by staying grounded. So I really love that, because for some of you, it's going to be brothers and sisters from other lifetimes as a galactic being. And for some of you, it's going to be cosmic ancestors that are working with you within this moment. So, but definitely soul family that is coming forward. So the main spirit guide is definitely a galactic being that is part of your soul family from the stars. This may be a being of different origin for everyone, but definitely a cosmic being not from this earth or planet, supporting you in this earthly life and bringing you love and comfort in unconscious ways, helping you in reconnecting with the planet and the reality in the now. So I definitely feel like this is a seed for some of you, as I mentioned, that you're not really completely aware yet that you're a star seed and that you have lived other lives on other planets or as another being. So I definitely feel like for some of you, this is going to feel pretty out there, and this is going to be a jump start to open that perspective for you. For others, it's going to be a validation. For some of you, you have always had that feeling that you're not from here, or some of you have been walking along this path of discovering that you're a star seed, and you are really ready to get that validation through this reading. So yes, the spirit guide is here to support you on your soul path and helping you in realizing what you actually came here to do. It is reminding you that you came to Earth with a mission, and although the Earth can be dense, your vibration is not. So really try to keep your vibration really high, because when we star seeds function from our lower frequencies, it gets really hard for us. Our mind doesn't feel clear, and we feel like we don't belong here, like we are not good enough to be functioning in this reality. It is here to tell you that you have to start remembering who you truly are, despite the veil of illusions that is right now on this planet. So it really wants you to start discovering these things for yourself and start thinking for yourself, and not take everything at face value. It's not because the society says that there is no one else out there in the galaxy that is the truth for all of us. So it is here to center you back to the true being that you are within, and to remind you that you are so much more than just a human body. It is here to remind you that you are not alone, and that your star family is watching over you. It is here to guide you back to your soul essence, to remind you of all the lives that you have lived before. And it is here to take strength out of those experiences so they can be a well of inspiration for you now in this life. It is here to remind you that you are a powerful divine light being, and that no one else can dim your light. It is here to guide you back to your cosmic heart, and to bring remembrance of all the souls connected to it. You are always connected to them in this way. So definitely a heart connection. If you guys want to be working with the guides coming forward for you in this pile, you should definitely connect into your heart and leave it open. Set the space for the being to come in without any expectations of them being a human, of them being an extraterrestrial or multidimensional. Just keep an open heart and an open mind for this connection to come in for you. And even if you connect with these beings and they come forward in a humanized way, just remember that this is a co-creation. So that's fine with them to come forward in a way that is more comfortable for you. It is more important to take the step of connecting with them right now than seeing them as they truly are. So yeah, do you have anything to add to that?
So, yeah, first of all, the being grounded in this connection feels really important. Like you can raise your vibration and still be grounded. Like sometimes people
Yeah.
don't understand that, but we are here on earth to make a difference here. So, when we connect with our star ancestors or our star, our being guides or galactic guides, we are still meant to be grounded here. So, I love that the root chakra card came up because we can be grounded here because we're here to make the change, but they're here to support us in making the change. And when we remember our lifetimes, our galactic lifetimes, that often is a part of some of the energy that we're meant to bring forward here individually. So connecting with that galactic energy is really powerful in that remembrance and the activation of remembrance of those lifetimes on other planets. I'm also feeling a lot of masculine energy around this for some reason. I know that not everybody's going to have a masculine guide coming forward, but even if it's not a masculine guide, I do feel like it's more of a masculine type energy. So it may feel a little bit like more action oriented type energy, or even just like kind of a fiery energy, interestingly enough. And I'm seeing connecting. So once again, everybody's going to resonate a little bit differently based on your own energy, but I'm seeing a circle and I'm seeing it kind of like in a temple. It's a galactic temple, and I see these stone walls that are kind of like a whitish pinkish tone, and there's a circle. So you're at the head of the circle, and then your galactic guides in the circle around, like next to you and around and in front of you. And this connection in this energy, and it's like an activation, or it has an activating energy as a part of it. But I found it really interesting that I was seeing that so clearly.
Definitely big activating. Yeah, that's why I said like this is or a validation or a seed that is gonna grow in people. Definitely an activation. And I love what you said about the different energies, like the masculine energy that you were feeling, because I definitely feel like that's why they wanted me to put in that these could be beings from different origins, and that it could feel differently regarding masculine or feminine energy, because you could be you could have an origin that has more masculine energy, but you could still be a female being. So I think it's really yeah, that was something really important. So I love that you added that.
Yeah, I found it interesting because when I kept feeling that masculine energy, I went into it and it was more like, yeah, it's for a lot of people it is going to be more of like the being itself is going to be a masculine, like male energy, like masculine as a male. But for some, it's going to be a female or feminine being, but a with a masculine energy like attached to them, and like their purpose with you and what they're doing with you. So yeah, it's sometimes it's a little bit hard to be general because I tend to get a lot of specific information. It's like, well, for some of you, I just have to remember that for some of you, but this circle that I'm seeing, the beings that are part of the circle aren't all from one galaxy or from one planet. Like I'm seeing like lots of different beings in the circle, and you connecting with a lot of different beings in this place. So it's not just like, all of these beings are from Orion. Some of them are from maybe Andromeda and Sirius and all of these different places. So that connection to all of your different galactic energies or galactic guides.
Yeah, and I love that you mentioned the Orion, because that's an energy that I have been working with personally. So I love that you mentioned that as the first one. And I'm so excited to see if you guys resonated. So definitely let us know if you know which guide of yours that we're talking about, or if you resonated with the readings and the guides and the energies that were coming forward. Definitely let us know in the comments. We would love to read them.
Yes, please do let us know. And if you're not already subscribed to our channel, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss anything. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, share it out to people you think might resonate with it or need some of the messages that we have today. And hopefully you will stick around and watch some of our other videos, because we do have others and we have lots more to come.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll be excited to see you guys on the next one.
Yep, we'll see you on the next video. Bye.